We're at the end of our first year, and so we're marking this time period with the Diversity Summit.
Through our DE&I plan, we've committed to the honest self-examination we will need to become better. Over the past year, we've made good initial progress. Despite this initial progress, we know we have much further to go.
It really is an opportunity to bring together all the members of our campus community to discuss what's happened in terms of the work that's been completed in year one of our Diversity, Equity, and Inclusion Strategic Plan. We are working to build a vibrant community where individuals from all backgrounds feel welcome, feel respected, feel valued.
I really believe that in 5 years, we'll be able to create that kind of climate. It's a big change. It has to happen from ground up, but there is momentum from the top and momentum from the bottom at each department to create that kind of environment for our students and our faculty.
The reality is that living in a diverse community is not something that everyone is born with. In fact, it takes particular skills and abilities before we're able to interact effectively, respectfully, and purposefully across difference.
All across the U of M, students, faculty, and staff have risen up to address the acute needs of our community. Like U of M student Dana Green, who knelt on the diag in peaceful protest against inequality and inspired others to do the same in support.
I realized how many advantages I had based on my upbringing. And one thing that I'm extraordinarily passionate about is making sure that others have those same opportunities, that the playing field is level. Right now, students from across the campus, undergrads, grads, across all the different schools are coming together to problem solve. How do we as a campus community develop solutions that work for all students?
If we can really harness the power of student engagement on our campus and really strike down the barriers to student engagement, we can be front runners in the change that we're going to bring to campus.
I would just say change is possible. Be clear about the outcome you want, focus hard, and be clear about what change looks like, and demand it and count it.
One of the most important lessons that I learned was the importance of advocacy, not just for others, but for ourselves.
I try to be an example. I try to go out in the world, and as soon as I feel afraid of how someone is going to treat me, I say to myself, well, the only way you're going to find out is if you try.
Diversity issues never move, ever, absent courage. The courage to look beyond convention, the courage to peer into the unknown, the courage to have your voice be heard, or it's the courage of a president to get out in front and say, you know what, this is the direction in which we're going to go.
Trust is a currency. It's never to be taken for granted. It's earned.
If we really want to build a community on the campus where diversity, equity, and inclusion is celebrated, we have to have trust.
I attended the diversity keynote address by Dr. Claude Steele. What I really liked about it was how we might be able to do things differently to increase trust across social groups.
I think there is in our society an appetite for an understanding that brings us together. It should be realistic and it should be hopeful.
Michigan is all about making a difference, and we're leading the nation when it comes to diversity, equity, and inclusion.
So the reality is, where we want to get to, we can achieve that.